Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun.
How come you have a white veil on?
Because I'm the pure, full of light one in our relationship. It's because I'm an evolutionary astrologer and I find the positive in everything.
Oh my God, yeah. I have a lot of Scorpio, so I stick on the dark side. Although I did wear black and white to look at the positives and negatives of our marriage today.
I'm willing to integrate shadow, but I think it's all light.
Okay, interesting. I do think we should make light of all the parts of our charts, to be fair. So I'm going to unveil my face.
That is our vow to each other. Yeah, it's surprisingly hot under here.
Yeah, yeah.
My hot breath.
Oh my God. You look very nice. Did you make your necklace?
No, but I did wear it to my first wedding and I'm divorced. So hopefully it's not a bad omen.
Oh my God, dude.
But it's like my favorite necklace.
This is as close to a shotgun wedding as I get. Like, I think you and I are the most rapid wedding of all my marriages.
Well, I mean, we met on Everything Under the Sun on September 11th.
Really?
So, yeah.
November, December, January, February. So we've been together for 5 months.
We are an inconjunct.
Um, when did you know you wanted to marry me?
When I saw you on the OPA thing before you even knew who I was like, who is this? I'm gonna be their best friend and wife. And so yeah, very much me yearning and pining as we discussed on the page.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I knew I wanted to be your wife maybe after we'd been friends for 3 months, and I was like, "Your Mars and Capricorn in the 10th is definitely speaking my business language." So,
Yep. I love that. I love how on time you are for everything. We've discussed this. That's one of my like pet peeves.
oh my God, yeah, you being on time actually wants to makes me want to marry you as well. I mean, people think like, "How do you know who you want to commit to for the long term?" And I'm like, it's all about time. It
Mm-hmm.
really is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care what they do on screen. I mean, no, I mean I do and I don't, you know what I mean? But if you're on time for it, then whatever it is was intentional.
Exactly. I said to Kimber the other night, Kimber can be my maid of honor.
Okay.
She's not here, but she's my maid of honor.
Okay.
She's just been elected. I said to her the other day that oh, I forgot what I was going to say about Kimber. Well, she's my maid of honor. It'll come back, I'm
Was it
sure.
about was it about time?
Oh, when Ricky had to cancel. That's what it was about. And I was like, I wonder if that was a test when Andy was like, should we just cancel? And I was like, the show must go on.
Good job. I'm so glad we made that show go on because that was one of the more fun shows we've had.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that show. And I love when things are kind of like serendipitous and like left up to chance because then Linda came on. It was like so fun. We had a
It's
full
crazy. I
full
mean, I don't know how Ricky feels that we had a blast on his show without him there.
we definitely talked about him quite a few times, so it's like he was there.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, do you ever think in a marriage that time becomes a moot point, or do you think time is always important?
No, I do think it kind of becomes a moot point. Well, especially if you think of it in terms of evolutionary astrology and
Oh,
perhaps like our souls were together or people who are married, their souls actually traveled together from different lifetimes. So it's kind of like we think we understand the time that we've known someone or been with them, but really we don't know.
hmm, interesting. I see that kind of time becomes irrelevant. I was thinking more about like, does it become irrelevant for them to be on time, or does if you're married, does someone have to continue to be on time?
I think that's when GPS location sharing becomes really important. That's how you remediate lateness.
And you'll be like, my wife is always at her desk. This is so boring.
She's right on time for being at her desk.
Yeah, totally. I think if you want to keep the relationship good, you should continue to be on time for the duration of your marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's actually a good point.
Yeah. So how real is this for you? I mean, one of the problems with our show is that people can't tell what's real and what's not. Like, so how real is this marriage thing to you?
I mean, I think it's super real. We're honeymooning in Chicago in September. I think that's profound.
Yeah, and you're coming out here in May,
July.
July. Oh, July. So we have.
Wow, wife, you didn't remember when I'm coming.
I don't even know your birthday, but I do know that your sun in Leo hits my Venus square Jupiter, and I was thinking about this. Because I was looking at our charts today, and I was like, really, there's really very few red flags in our charts. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with that composite Mars, Saturn, Pluto, which we'll deal with today, but and probably for the rest of our lives together. No, but like, how real is our marriage? I mean, I guess that depends. It depends if you leave it at your Uranus opposition.
I won't. I don't think I will. I think you're weird enough to keep up with me being weird and continuing to get weirder. I think that's really the important part. And I appreciate how like genuine we can talk to each other. I think that that's a really important part in any marriage. It's funny because I'm thinking back and one time with an old friend who we ended up having an explosion. I've talked to you about her before, but just in case she's watching or ever does, I won't say her name. But I remember we had another friend who was taking photos of us when we were all on the beach one day, and that third friend was like, "Oh, it's your engagement photo shoot." And it was kind of like me and her were married, but it ended up not working out because there wasn't enough like genuine, open, vulnerable communication, which is very Leo kind of like the vulnerability of being able to like have your truth out there, your true self, your true vulnerable, your interior so that the other person can receive it and appreciate it.
Yeah. We have an interesting mix of like our composite chart is like comedians together. We have a Sun, Mercury, trine, Jupiter together, which is like constantly being able to talk and also being really funny to each other. And like, so I do think we have like the funny vibe going on, but then also that Mercury, trine, Jupiter allows us to like talk about pretty much anything and everything. So I think, and you have that Gemini moon and I have the Gemini rising. So we have like the talking rapport. Like, a lot of girls like look like dolls, but they're not like talking dolls. And I feel like both
Mm-hmm.
of us are like a chatty Cathy doll, you know?
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. It makes me like really appreciate that you have that Gemini rising because it's like some people think I talk too much, or it gets to the point where like I'm making jokes for my own entertainment, even though I know everyone else is like, shut the fuck up, Jenna. But
Yeah.
I
So,
don't think I pushed you there yet.
well, no, for what we do, and the business we're going to work in together, it's like, it's all, I mean, astrology is like, we're like a sitcom, like we're like situational conversation content.
Hmm.
So it's like, sometimes it's situational comedy, sometimes it's
Hmm.
comedy, but sometimes it's really real. Like sometimes it's conversation about like Mars transits and people are fighting. I mean, what we are going to do together in show business, which I feel like we're having like a very work marriage situation going on. But I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's a work marriage or a friendship marriage or like kind of marriage is this for you?
That's a good question. I was saying earlier, because my kids are well aware that we're getting married tonight, and they were like, "Oh, your wedding," and they just kept saying it. And then I started like getting in my head, and I was like, "Is Hera finding this not funny?" Because so I've been wearing my Hera bracelet to try to connect with her to make sure she understands that I have Sam's blessing. He also called it our wedding. He was like, "I'm gonna go to jujitsu tonight while you're at your wedding." I was like, "What?"
Oh my
Thank you for noticing my wedding
god. Well, that's why people are like, this isn't real. You guys have husbands or whatever. But it's like, okay, so I don't know. Can I talk about your life candidly, or are
sale.
you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, weren't you polyamorous for a long time?
Hmm.
Yeah, and so was I. So like, I actually think that it's not really that fake. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
I actually like when I meet somebody and like this is why it's the closest to a shotgun wedding I've had is like we've only known each other for 5 months. I was like, all right, let's just freaking tie the knot because
Hmm.
our charts are so good together, and not only is our composite chart so good together, but our synastry is really good together. And like you have the sun in Leo in the fifth house, which is all about like creative arts and like being a character, and like I have a packed fifth house, and I'm like we are fifth house
Mhm.
Like we both have this similar goals in life as far as like being astrologers who are also kind of entertainers.
Yes, 100%. And before I met you, for real met you, September 11th, our dating
Well, I
anniversary.
love how single white female we are. It's so good.
Oh, we're so good. It's amazing. But
We're like
before,
it's an SWF marriage. Okay, sorry.
it really is. I think that's beautiful for us. We can share makeup. We can share foundation.
We
We're
can share our
creating a
foundation
foundation.
chart as well.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that. Oh, well, I was like calling in the fact that I realized that my Leo sun was starved. And I like last summer, I was like, oh my God, I need to call in more creativity. My Gemini moon is fed constantly, but my little starving creative Leo sun, and I kept striking out. Like I tried comedy and it went really well, but it was so late at night. And like all these other things were like coming in. I was like, oh, creativity with my kids, collaging, like doing all this stuff. It just wasn't fulfilling. And then this, it was like the universe, Poseidon was like, oh, here's your new wife. And it's been such a blessing for my fifth house.
It's so cool because your sun in Leo is trine Saturn. So I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking about this, and it was like, I love how hard your son in Leo works. Like, for example, like when we were like, okay, you're like, I kind of want to be a clown. And I was like, okay, do it, and then you're like, hold on, and then you made me this video really quick where you actually did clown makeup and you like designed your thing, and there's like real blood involved, and it was like, so cool. I was like, are you kidding me? She like made it and sent it, like, because one of the things in this business, like, is like being hyper what do you call it, like quick on the uptake for things, because like a lot of stuff is time sensitive, like for example our marriage has to happen this month while all the marriages are happening because it's marriage month, right? And it's like, and if you were like, well, I guess we could get married like in a few months, and I'm like, it's marriage month, like right now, like are we married? It's like there's a lot of like quickness in this role, and it's like you were just like quick on it, and I feel like your Saturn trine the sun along
Mm-hmm.
with your Saturn square Pluto, which is kind of obsessive. It's like that's like the perfect combination of like obsession and the ability
Mm-hmm.
to like do the work.
I think my Aries rising is kind of because if you include that, it makes kind of like a fire grand trine with it's a little wide, but it for the Saturn at least. But the fact that my Aries rising is like, just say yes, just go, just do it, just think later, do it now. And it's been so rewarding to just relax and just be like, yep, Aries is taking over, go, just do it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you've been like perfectly SWF to the point where I like haven't even had to like been like, all right, she's gonna boil my rabbit tomorrow. I mean, like your single white female act has been like spot on. It's like you just like slid in my DMs and you were just talking to me privately, and I was talking to you, and then you're like, am I talking to you too much? I'm like, I don't know. And then we were just like, we did like the perfect dance of like, oh no, excuse me, am I being too much? But like and like there was a point where Shane was like, ding ding ding, I will be watching this Jenna person because like we have to see if this is like SWF, and I was like, I don't know, I like her, man.
Oh, Shane, the truth's coming out. It's
Yeah.
funny because Sam was similar. He was like, Jenna, you're getting a little like gay again. Like, what's happening? I was like, I'm gay for Andy. What's up?
Get gay. Get gay. The Moira Press is, well, okay, well, it's so funny because people like all the years where people tried to like slander me and say I was anti-queer. I was like, how can you say like the queerest person you ever met is anti-queer? Like, watch me marry like 10 females and 10 males. Like I'm sorry, but that's more queer than gay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Wait, how many women did you date?
Oh my God. Like, what counts as dating? Like, moved in together?
Jael, if you're watching, this is time for the U-Haul conversation.
Jael, this is all for you. Okay, so one, two, three, four. Okay, so those four that five. What about if it's a relationship where you know that you're in a relationship but the other person is not aware that you're in a relationship? Do those count? It's over a dozen for sure.
Dude, can you believe what Tabo Metret thinks about all this?
Oh, I made you really big so I could adore my wife. So now I need to make it smaller and see the
Oh,
comments.
yeah, I can't
Oh,
believe that.
That's such a great. Thank you for that blessing. I appreciate it.
Well, what's cool about it is like, okay, like, so I had like a few other ladies come into the mix who are pretty straight actually,
Mhm.
and like I'd be trying to have a relationship with them, but then they're just like, oh, it looks a little too gay for my boyfriend or whatever, and I'm just like, all right, I don't know, my husband is like has no problem with me being like the queerest princess on the block. I mean, I don't know, like,
Mhm.
the Moira Press is a very queer place.
Well, it's kind of perfect for me too because Sam does jujitsu, which is basically just like cuddling in public in bathrobes with like other men. So we're both involved in low key, super gay activities.
Dying. I'm dying. And then of course Ricky has been like rolling around with men for years, like jumping on top of each other. I mean, like if that's not the most gay thing I've ever seen, but
Yeah, he made a lot of money. He should start like an OnlyFans as like a spinoff of that. We could help him. We could produce that.
oh my god. Oh shoot. Okay, well, as back to the question of is this real? Like, okay, Jenna, I want to know what our marriage means to you. Like, really, what are you committing to here?
Well, I'm a very competitive person, so I'm committing to winning at being the best wife to you. So if anyone else tries to marry you, I'm probably gonna get jealous. Other than Shane and everyone else that you've known for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm gonna lean in really hard on you being my wife, especially when we're together, and that's gonna be really magical and romantic in July when we're together in Oregon, but also at the United Astrology Conference. However, I will try to not be delusional in the sense that I will respect Shane and his boundaries around you, but only Shane. I will not respect your boundaries. No, just kidding.
Perfect SWF. Perfect.
Somebody liked the post when I said that.
If you don't single white female me, I'm gonna be pissed. If you don't if Miri's blood doesn't spill over onto me, I will be offended.
So if I handcuff us together for the entire UAC conference, you'll be fine.
I'll be mad because I don't want to go to the lectures.
I'll be like, this is my emotional support wife. She's not allowed to work her table.
I'll be spilling my seat around with keychains. I'll be giving everyone keychains. So
It's perfect.
You have to let me do that.
All right. I'm already a possessive wife and we've been married for 18 minutes.
Okay, let me see. What am I committing to? Well, I'm committing to our composite chart, honestly. I love our Sun, Mercury, Trine, Jupiter. Like, do you see how we can't stop laughing? Sun, Mercury, Trine, Jupiter. It's like the funniest composite chart ever.
Honestly, I was not expecting January to be as magical as it turned out to be. And I remember coming home and I was like energized. And normally when I go places, I come home and I'm drained. And Sam was like, wow, my clothes are falling off. It's time for the after wedding party. No. And Sam was like, that means that your cup is like full, like you had a good time. And I was like, oh, I didn't know about that. Like it was so positive. So I think in that moment, I knew that this would be a very long-term marriage, if that makes sense. And then I was mad that you lived in Oregon, so I had to move on from that anger.
Well, so I think let's talk about moving through anger and conflict points. Okay, well, okay, we have to face. I'm going to put my veil on now. We have to face our composite chart. Okay, I'm going to put it up. Hold on.
We're doing the darkness.
It's time for the darkness because we have to face this composite chart like real. Okay, hold on.
It's going on the screen.
Sorry, it's going to take me a second.
This is taking me a second.
I got a lot of wives and their composite charts in here. I'm just kidding.
Don't make me jealous. We want to start off on a good foot. Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's serious how good this composite chart. Look at our Sun Mercury conjunction in the fifth house. Now, I put this in whole sign because I'm the, I don't know, I'm the main wife. And
I'm fine with whole sign.
okay,
I will. That is in my vows to you. I vow to be tolerant of whole sign astrology.
well, I don't vow to be tolerant of asteroids and or chirons, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
That's okay. I kept it to myself that Juno is conjunct my Saturn and Orcus is conjunct my Sun when you brought them up earlier. So we're thriving.
Okay. So, the Sun Mercury conjunction is in the fifth house. I mean, what do you think of that puppy?
I am into it. The Virgo was a little bit nerve-wracking for me, but my progressed moon or sorry, my progressed Sun and Mercury are both in Virgo, like around these same degrees. So
Whoa,
I'm
I'm your
like,
progression
damn.
wife.
You're like my initiation. Our relationship is like my initiation into like the next 30 years of my life,
Dude, I'm your progression wife. That is so cool. Like, I'm just gonna live out your progressions with you.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
it. And my Venus is in Scorpio, and it will never not be in Scorpio, like unless I live to over 100.
Dang. Well, and I'm still Scorpio. So okay.
Yeah.
So, well, okay. What do we make of the Sun and Mercury being conjunct? I mean, that seems pretty talkative to me.
Yeah. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to communicate. We're going to understand each other's perceptions or want to like analyze our perceptions or like it's interesting too to think about it as like we're talking about how people perceive our marriage as well as how we perceive our marriage and like is it fun or is it serious? I feel so that conjunction in the fifth house.
I think Tabo May really gets our marriage.
She's speaking our language.
I'm serious. Like what they wrote there is like exactly how I feel about it. But what about the Sun and Mercury being in the fifth house? Like that seems super creative. Like we're gonna talk about like our art form of like showing. I don't know what is our art form. It's like being characters.
Being amazing characters. But it's funny because it Virgo gets this like bad rep of being like pessimistic or like overly like critical of things, but I think it's more for us that we are like we appreciate incremental little bits of like a little bit better. We're like, "Oh, we nailed that," or like, "Oh, that was so funny," or like, "Oh, Andy finally likes one asteroid." Like we'll be like moving through this amazing
Dude,
growth
I'm gonna boil
together.
your asteroid. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna boil it. Well, and I think the Sun and Mercury together in Virgo, like we could do all the practical work it takes to like make our fifth houses happen. Like it's like
Yeah.
I got 4 planet points in the fifth, and you got your Sun in Leo, which is like hyper express situation right there. So it's like I think this will help us do all the detail work it takes to be creative. And it does make us want to talk about creativity and art and like doing the stuff that we are have agreed to do in our marriage, which is like show off together and like that's what we feel like talking about is that stuff.
It's interesting too because like even when you gave me the advice about makeup, like that feels very like this fifth house conjunction and then when I went to Sephora and leaned into the fact my producer like that gave it this like extra fifth house feel like it was like still very fun and joyful even though it was like me doing work or prep.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's consult Robert Hand. Hello, Robert. All right, okay, he's here.
Robert Hand, we
Mr.
love you.
Hand is here with planets and composite.
Yes, he is.
I
I
want
got
to
mine
see.
too.
He's the one marrying us. He's our
Our
officiant.
priest.
Yeah. So he says about the sun in the fifth house. This is one of the best positions for. Oh, I can't read that part. Because the fifth house is a house of love affairs,
Oh,
other things. We're gonna go to the G-rated version. It is also the house of creativity, self-expression, amusement, and good times in general. So I
I'm
think
putting my white veil back on. This feels like white veil placement.
that's true. That's true.
Thank you, Bobby.
I'm gonna keep my black veil on for the depth at which we are going. Okay.
I appreciate that about you.
Wait, so we're gonna basically, this is good for creativity, self-expression, and amusement. Like we are literally so amusing. Okay,
We
let's.
are. I'm amused.
I'm amused. Yeah, totally. Okay. In a personal relationship, a composite fifth house sun implies your relationship will give you good opportunities for self-expression, for being yourself and enjoying it. You will like each other and enjoy being together. I do like you.
I like you too.
It's not like one of those where I love you, but I don't know if I like you. Like I actually am like, that's why I'm marrying you, because I like you.
Mhm. Hmm.
I don't like everything that you say because I don't like asteroids and I don't like Chiron.
But it's okay because we have to be different people.
That's true. See how posicore we can be with our trine to Jupiter.
I love that about us.
Um,
It's
this is
really tight too. It's 2 minutes.
dude, that is insane. This is a good position for friendship because it indicates a lighthearted relationship in which you genuinely enjoy each other's company. It's
Aww.
insane.
So Robert Hand calmed down. He stopped talking about sex and he found our friendship. So
Uh,
nice.
well, luckily we both have security guards that won't let us do the more base expression of the fifth house anyway.
Promiscuity, in case anyone couldn't read between the lines.
Dude, if you get fresh with me at UAC, I'm calling security.
I'll take that as a challenge. Wait, am I being Mars conjunct Pluto now?
Oh my god, I wonder what the FBI thinks of this marriage. It's serious. Okay.
They're like also consulting Robert Hand right now.
Dude, I think the FBI likes when we have good relationships.
Yeah, I think so too. Although they don't really trust it, so they're still putting funding towards investigating it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I hope they're listening to this. Okay, well, that Sun Mercury in the fifth pretty much seems like the bomb.
Yeah, it really does. I love that. They
Well,
look so happy together. They're just like nestled there.
and then it's trying Jupiter. Like it's actually serious. Like yeah, okay, we got to, and then the Jupiter's in the first house. Like what
Mm-hmm.
the heck? It's just so white veil. It's not even funny.
It's so funny because also in Placidus, don't be mad. Our Jupiter would be in the 12th house, which means like spirit guides, like guardian angels, and like my guardian angels are definitely here for us.
Interesting.
Poseidon's here for us.
I do feel like that the good creation vibes had to have put us together because like how could you find a composite chart this good for us?
Mm-hmm. I also love our yod. We'll get into that, but
Okay, we
it's
don't have a lot of time.
lovely.
So we gotta. Do you want to read Sun trine Jupiter?
I got to flip to it.
Okay, and I'll read Mercury trine Jupiter.
Yep. All right. Trine Jupiter. I'm coming. Thank you for your patience with your new wife.
I have no patience. Hurry up.
Oh no! Sun, composite Sun, trine composite Jupiter. Sun trine Jupiter in the composite chart gives your relationship a good start. Accurate. And it will be favorable and positive experience for both of you. You will have whatever you feel you really need in your life together. Oh, even if you have nothing in a material sense, empty second house, you believe that your life together is all that is necessary.
What's that? I don't even need another wife.
I didn't even know that Robert Hand wrote our vows. This is so beautiful. Thank you, Bob. You will find that together you are able to express yourselves more adequately to the world than you can as individuals. That's true for me.
That is so true for me too. Yeah, like
Oh
ever
my
since you
God.
came around, like I just feel like I'm not even like seeking really.
I'm gonna die. Our wedding gets more real by the minute. Oh, Andy, I need to fly to Oregon right now.
Oh my god, I'm calling security.
I'm like, I'm here to consummate. No.
And then you and Shane go out to dinner. And I'm left at home.
That perfectly resembles our Uranus in the 7th house. Okay. Where was I? I forget, but communication between you will be open and free, and your conversation will deal largely with matters that both of you believe in and consider important. That's already very true.
That's so true.
But even when you discuss important subjects, either together or with others, there is no sense of weightiness or solemnity. You have a sense of cheerful optimism and a feeling that together you can handle anything the world may throw at you.
That is so true. Like you're like my like optimism like factor number one.
Honestly, when I saw your, oh, we should link the OPA lecture that brought us together and be
Okay.
like, Andy's part is right here.
Was it about bipolarism and astrology?
Yes. Like never waste a mania. That whole, I was like blown away. I was like, oh my God, I need to stop shaming myself for staying up all night doing crazy shit when I feel the urge. Because
Yeah.
if I don't do it then, I won't do it at all, which
Yeah.
is basically
Well,
what we're
that's
talking
one
about.
of the things that bonds us is we both have been diagnosed with mental illnesses, and like I love that about you because I'm like finally somebody who's like not judging me and just hanging out with me, you know.
I started getting really jealous of you, actually. I was like, Sam, I never got diagnosed with schizophrenia. Like, why didn't I get diagnosed? He was like, Jenna, you probably would be if you went back now.
Dude, I can
Like,
give you
you really
schizophrenia.
need it? What?
I can give you schizophrenia. I can rub off on you.
I would love that. Is
Okay.
it like an STD?
Do
No.
you want me to read Mercury trine Jupiter?
Yes.
Mercury trine Jupiter in the composite chart is an excellent indication of a good intellectual and mental relationship,
Mm.
which we definitely have. You should
Mhm.
find that your outlooks on life are very similar, at least complementary. Even when you're getting to know each other, you will not have to spend a lot of time defining basic issues. On an intellectual level, you will get to know each other very quickly. That really did happen.
Yeah.
At the same time, this relationship will have a great consciousness expanding effect on you, and you will be able to see the world in ways that you have never seen it before. This may be
Mhm.
true in the literal sense, in that you may travel together more than before, or because of opportunities arising from knowing each other, like when we go to Clown Virgins together.
Yup.
Um, this aspect is particularly good for any kind of professional or business relationship. Mercury and Jupiter in combination rule of success in commerce. As a team, you'll have the ability to see the overall picture and interpret what is going on in a way that is very useful for business. That's pretty rad.
That's interesting. We're gonna be rich. No, just kidding.
We're going to be rich with jokes, that's for sure.
The end of the Jupiter trining the sun also says it's likely you will travel together, perhaps go abroad or have connections with foreign places, or even if you don't travel, you'll certainly go places in your mind.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh,
Well,
Robert.
I think this Sun, Mercury, trine Jupiter is so good that like the other aspects I'm not too worried about. But I mean,
Mhm.
okay, what do you think about do we want to count the Sun square Neptune?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would.
Okay.
It's wide, but I would, yeah.
Does that just make us like super spiritual together as well, or what is that?
I think so. Or I think it actually, I don't mind squares, granted, evolutionary astrology. I think if we get too egocentric, it's almost like the Neptune will correct for it. Or if we get too delulu, our egos will maybe pull us back down.
Delulu. I do think a Sun square Neptune is like you idealize the thing like too much, but like actually in what we're trying to do, we definitely want a square to Neptune. Like
Mm-hmm.
I actually have Moon in the 10th in Pisces square Neptune, and that is like all the production. Like it's basically the seeing everything as a magical circus thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sun square Neptune, it's like we see our relationship as a magical circus element, and I think we should make the best of the Sun square Neptune.
I agree. It is kind of a magical circus.
Yeah, I mean, look at us in our veils, like seriously, and we look so good.
We are so gorgeous.
Yeah. Mm.
We should do a
Positivity.
calendar. A
Well, a
wedding
calendar.
calendar. Yeah. I'm like, I'm
Oh
getting a
my
little
god, I
thought
would do a
going.
calendar with you. Like we could have like different wedding shots in every.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is such a good idea. We can
For
sell
every,
them at not this year's UAC, but the next time.
we could do a 365-day calendar.
Like the rip away ones where it's like a new day and it's like us like, let's
Like still married or whatever.
I still think that we are going to be the entertainment on the cruise. I don't know why I think that, but
Well, we're
it's happening.
hilarious together. It's in the stars, Jenna. All right.
Yes.
let's face the facts. We do have a Venus sextile Uranus, which okay. Is this the yod you want to talk about?
Yep.
Is it the
Yep.
Venus Moon Uranus? Okay, tell me, tell me.
So because the Venus is at 0 degrees, it's almost like we're in like an uncharted territory relationship wise, and I'm here for that. And I like that it's in the sixth house because it's like the day to day. Like we definitely interact day to day, and it's always kind of like this new adventure. Like when Ricky talked about how like a cusp, whether you're 29 or zero, it's like zero. You're brand new. You're in fourth grade now, but it's the first day. So it's like it's the first day of our brand new relationship every day. But
Wow.
then Uranus is at the 29th, 59. It has all this crazy wisdom about being a goddamn weirdo, and like it pours into it.
Dude, Venus sextile Uranus, I think would be like eclectic, weird social things. Like I feel like we do a weird eclectic social events together as weird as well.
We do.
Yeah.
And they go well. Like I don't know how to like it doesn't even matter what else is kind of going on. I think it automatically kind of like brings the vibe up.
Dude, two's a party in this situation.
Woo!
Two's a party.
To
Okay.
the patty. And they blast forward into our moon, meaning our emotional happiness. Like it's like they say with a yod, you don't want to focus on the apex, you want to focus on the base, and we totally focus on that base. Like we're constantly working that base.
The Venus sextile Uranus. I mean, that seems really good. Okay, Han says this sextile indicates a relationship that is very free and open in its expression, which is why you're going to allow me to give keychains away without being possessive. You each have freedom to be yourselves, and you will not consider your partner to be your property. Do you hear that?
Mm.
Probably you will reach some unconventional arrangement with each other, an arrangement that others might think is very unusual.
Like how we're getting married online tonight on Friday the 13th.
We're both like for real. That's what's so funny. Like I was thinking earlier today, I was like kind of chuckling about our marriage because our chart's so funny, but I was just like, I'm for real. I'm for real committing to this composite.
I am so pumped for this. Like you don't even know when you were like we should get married. I was like it felt so like I was like, is Andy being vulnerable? She's asking me to marry her. I
Dude,
love
what is
her.
it? What is it when somebody untraumatizes you? Because you're like you like do all this trauma work, and I just like our composite just keeps untraumatizing you.
I know it's like pulling me away from my like emo death journal shadow side. It's like,
Yeah.
bitch, be joyous.
It says even the usual categories such as friendships or love affairs will not be followed in the usual way at all. If it is a love affair, it will always still be a friendship.
Mm.
Let yourself
That's
flow with the tide of events. That's so good. That's so us. We're just like breaking all the rules.
it's stressing me out that I totally thought that Stephen Forrest's book had the cookbook styles like Bobby over there, but it doesn't.
Man.
Stephen.
Steve, don't try to control Steve.
I know. I know. I gotta let him be free.
So what do you think about the moon being at the in the first house at the tip of the yacht? I mean, that just seems like insane.
It does. It does. And I really like that Taurus moon because I think that Kimber can help us too because she has that natal Taurus moon and it's like the creature comforts and stuff like that. And it reminds me of when we were at Jay-Z's house and Jay-Z was kind of like leaning into our moon for us. He's like, I'll make you guys coffee. Is everyone okay? Oh, you can take a shower, like get all the paint off. Like it was like, okay. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
pampered by Jay-Z. Maybe because it's 0 degrees, so we need help bringing it in.
Moon in the first house. It's like emotions are all blah 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 blah. Okay, okay. Well, I think the Venus, Uranus, Moon, Yod, and then the Sun, Mercury, Trine, Jupiter are just extreme gifts in this composite. All right, should we face the beast, which is the Pluto, Mars, Saturn? Let's face it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm putting down my veil. Oh man.
Oh, I'm doubling up my veils because underneath it all, it's all positive.
Dude, this is how much veil I have about this aspect. I can't
Oh
even.
my God. No, we will uncover the goodness together.
I can't even see it. I'm just. I'm too positive about this, but I don't want to be. We would be remiss to not look at it. Okay, so
We have to look at it because Saturn's there. Saturn says, get your attention here and do some work.
Mars, Pluto, Saturn. Okay, it's in Libra. It's in the sixth house, though. Like that looks like Okay, I'm gonna try to like remedy it for a second and say
Okay.
that it's like we aggressively work really hard together on the day to day to build relationships for for the business. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it's Libra, like okay, so it's like if we took look the best of like Mars, Pluto, Saturn, it would be like intense work, like to the point where like we like make each other work harder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, like I don't mind like the sexual frustration of a Mars Saturn because like I don't know, we have like this unusual sexless marriage that is great.
Oh my God, it's so perfect for our sexless marriage.
Dude, I know.
I'm taking the black off.
Dude, I'm so glad it's there actually.
Otherwise, we'd be banging. We'd be like, opposite coast be damned. Let's do this. Oh, I love
Like
it.
husbands be damned. No, okay, so like okay, well I like that part about it. I like that. Okay.
It honestly reminds me too of being in I will this is why I didn't wear a veil at my wedding. It's too busy. Being in Gloucester together cuz we were like putting in lots of time and work and it was super transformational and then even though we were working and churning and bonding and filming and doing everything all weekend like we still felt really positive about it and I think that it's almost like the Saturn Mars Pluto was like here you go. Good job, guys.
What do you think Mars Pluto conjunction could cause power struggles?
Yeah, it could. It
So what
could,
do
but
we, what do we sorry.
I would, oh, there was a possible power struggle, and we both were like, boop, dot, dot.
Oh my god. We restrained ourselves because we're gonna do the wise version of our chart.
We are. We're gonna be very evolved.
Well,
Oh,
okay, so I'm serious though. Like, what are we gonna do if we have a power struggle?
hmm. It's interesting because it's in Libra. So like for me, whenever there's a power struggle, and I'm vowing to not do this, I my South Node is in Libra, so I just kind of am like, ooh, I'm not gonna have the hard conversation. Ooh, I'll just agree with their version of reality. But what ends up happening is long term it builds up resentment. So I need to vow to not do that.
Okay, okay. I think we'll probably laugh through every like hard, difficult conversation because we have such a sense of humor about everything.
Mm-hmm. I think
Let's.
we've also been through like separate before we met and merged souls. We'd been through a lot of things that made it so that we have just in ourselves kind of like done some Pluto work, done some work with Mars. Like you've talked about working with your Mars square before. It's like there's a lot that both of us bring to the table already having worked on it. So that work possibly translates into our composite chart. So we're like, ooh, we're not necessarily gonna risk the really lower expressions of this.
Yeah, well, what I was thinking about. Okay, so like you know how you and I like to kind of like run Facebook together.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this with the Mars, Saturn, Pluto. Is like we could say we're gonna commit to like doing the daily in and out work of like building the crew like together. Like
Mm-hmm.
it would be like because Libra's like relational. Like it would be like we're gonna build relationships on the day to day because we're gonna push each other to keep going. I don't know. Maybe that's making it too literal, but like, I mean, the Mars Pluto is sextile Neptune.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really. I mean, you could say Pluto's loosely opposite the Moon, but it's closer in a sextile to Neptune than it is in opposition to the Moon. I mean, the Neptune sextile might soften it up. Like, I don't know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way we could use the Pluto Mars in the sixth house to like grow what we're trying to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that like the amount of time that we lean into Pluto too is really helpful. Like it naturally gives that excitation through the sextile to the internet presence to that Neptune. And the Neptune being in the eighth house, it's like encouraged in a similar way to Pluto. Like it wants to function in this kind of plutonic on a plutonic stage at least. So when we share things about like our past with addiction or mental illness or stuff like that, like I think that the chart like is like, yeah, lean into that. Keep going. Like that's how you connect with the crowd. That
In-
is your authentic story. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, so like, so let's read Mars conjunct Pluto in this book. Okay, it says The Mars conjunct Pluto is a very powerful aspect to have in the composite chart, for it indicates a strong power drive within the relationship that may express itself in many ways. So it could make us very powerful together. Recognize that
Hmm.
any of the manifestations are possible in a particular relationship and that it is up to you to create the one that you want. The two
Hmm.
of you may have come together to accomplish a particular task involving a great deal of effort in order to change certain conditions in your lives or the lives of those around you. Oh my god, we could work on like social justice issues together, like mental health and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, this is an aspect of powerful transformation which can be creative or destructive. Together, you have the power to transform anything you aim at in your lives. Since it is certain that you'll direct this power at something, you should be conscious of it so that you can choose what you will transform. If you're not conscious of this energy, oh, go ahead.
It just reminds me of when we were talking in remediation group about the fact that we could be using the chapter on composite charts, like that could be used in therapy, like to match up people with the right therapist or like to find the right healers for people.
Yeah, interesting. If you are not conscious of this energy, it may come out as a power struggle between the two of you. Dude, we're good. We knew this. With one trying to dominate the other. I would like you much more if is a common phrase with this aspect. It is possible to transform each other creatively, but this is not likely to happen unless you try to transform out of love, not egotism. This aspect is not egotistical in itself, but such powerful energies are often subverted to purely egotistical ends because that's where the energy is. Um, in order to soften the effects of this combination, you must love and accept each other, and you will probably do each other a great deal of injury otherwise. Okay. The other way to use these energies productively was mentioned above. You can project it outside of yourselves onto the world and work together to make change in the conditions around you. But even here, it is very important that you do so from a place of love and tolerance.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have
Oh,
an example
Debbie's
of
here.
this.
Hi, Debbie.
Who?
Debbie D.
Debbie, you're at our wedding.
Yes, Debbie, help us with our Mars Pluto in the sixth
Give a
hour.
speech, Debbie. No,
Yeah, can we get a toast, Debbie? No, but Debbie, we're really actually trying to figure out what to do with our Mars, Saturn, Pluto because we don't want it to ruin the rest of our beautiful composite chart.
hmm hmm It's funny because I'm more scared of Saturn than I am of the Mars and Pluto.
Well, I think the Mars and Pluto is well aspected, first of all. And second
Hmm.
of all, it's like I like to have power in a composite chart. Like, what if we were just like Sun, Mercury, Trine, Jupiter, but we weren't like powerful together? I mean, like we could do social justice work together. That's very Libran.
Yeah, it is. It is. We'd have to figure out a cause that we like. Well, mental health, obviously. That's something that's like personal to both of us.
Dude, I totally want to help like so many mentally people who have been like in the system for mental health issues. Like I would
Hmm.
totally do that actually.
Yeah. No, that would be really neat. It's interesting because like I sort of have a platform in the like adopted displaced trafficked people's like community just because of my work through Adoption Mosaic. And I've been invited to be a consultant and invited to, speak more on these things, but I'm like am I sure that this is the angle cuz like I'm trying to bring astrology into it, but if I'm like Andy and me, I'll bring in astrology into it. Boop 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 boop.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose we could try to do things like do talks together and stuff on mental health and astrology or
Mhm.
something. I mean, I think with the Mars Pluto, we want to like figure out how closely we want to engage on things because we like if we started to do a project and we started to notice the Mars Pluto power struggle occurring, then
Mhm.
we could call a meeting um
Mhm.
and have people like dissipate the Mars Pluto with us or like help us direct it correctly. What's your fear about the Saturn Mars?
Well, Saturn in my chart is just shitty. So I don't know. I just have like a weird relationship with Saturn. Maybe our composite chart will help remediate that for me. But my self node is at 24 degrees Libra, so like that Pluto is on my self node and it for some reason it just doesn't scare me as much as having Saturn so close to my like past life habits and shit like that, like almost like a blockage on growth, a blockage on learning how to relate better or in a higher way.
Yeah. Well, I also want to look at this Saturn, Mars, Pluto as actually doing real work together because I know that we have
Hmm.
this like funny kind of comedy thing that we're doing. Well,
Hmm.
it's just naturally. In the comedy Bible, I was reading it. It was talking about how you should have a comedy partner, like a writing partner. Like, I think you and I could like write comic lines for the Moira Press storyline or whatever,
Hmm. Hmm.
or whatever storyline. But I do think maybe with the Mars, Pluto, Saturn, we could actually do like really hard work too. It's like maybe it adds like a seriousness to the chart that wouldn't be there otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is interesting because it's kind of like the vibe that you say that Moira Press kind of has with the clowning. It's like we're talking about serious and potentially triggering topics, but then we're also clowns. So like, please don't get mad at us. Like, recognize we're being genuine and trying to, promote good things, not negative things.
Yeah, interesting. Debbie suggests that we're both directed towards serving through your superpowers of connecting with people. That's really
Mm.
good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's look at the Mars conjunct Saturn. It can be quite difficult to deal with, especially in a personal relationship. The basic principle is blocked action. In a relationship, the symptoms are the feeling of frustration and futility by one or both of you. Um, Something about being together simply does not allow you to express yourselves freely. There may be cutting remarks, sarcasm, digs, and other tactics, but never an honest confrontation. One runs hot while the other runs cold. Um, I don't know. I haven't really seen that. We might have to watch transits to it.
Hmm. That's a good point. Because we met September. Okay, so we've had the sun on it.
Okay.
So,
Huh.
But it sort okay, so the other night when we were in the production meeting, and this is my own shit, you did nothing wrong.
Okay.
And you were like, "Oh, thank you, Kimber, for doing all this work," because she did all that like ideas and we like talked about them and they were amazing. I literally was like watching the screen and I was like, Jenna, look at Jay-Z. See how Jay-Z isn't taking that as a personal hit, like that he's not doing enough. I'm like, that's you. Like it's okay.
Oh
This
my
was
god.
not a critique of yourself. Maybe this is that in action.
Just so you know, that wasn't a critique at all. She had just sent me a really long email, and I was like, "Oh, thanks for doing all that. That was a lot of work." That's all
Mm-hmm,
I really.
mm-hmm.
That's all I meant.
No, I know. I knew in the moment I was like, Jenna, this is your shit. You're personalizing this, which is why I tried to immediately like check myself by being like, Jay-Z's not being weird about that. Like Jay-Z's not taking it personally. You're personalizing this. This is your ego, Jenna.
Interesting. Interesting. I had
It
no.
was me being possessive of
That was
you.
like no so crazy. I had no idea that was going on inside you. um.
You're like, oh, so this is Jenna in the composite.
No. Well, I think. Well, I think what we got to do is live out the composite, and then if this tendency rears its head,
Mm-hmm.
then we have to look at it and be like, it's not you or it's not me. It's like our combined alchemy doing that, basically.
Yeah. I also sort of think it's a nod to the like the where the passage you read was talking about like stopped action. It's kind of interesting that it's like stopped action because we live far apart. And like the planet that gives it a flowing angle is Neptune, which is like the internet. Like kind you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Sagittarius being like you can connect in this other virtual way. Like you can travel across this distance in this other virtual way. So it's kind of like infusing it and kind of helping that blockage. And it's funny that it ends with Pluto. This is not astrology, but both of us live in Portland's. So
Oh
it's
my God.
like that's the problem is the location.
Interesting. Well, some power struggle elements I can imagine is like I'm older than you. Like I'm 48. How
Mhm.
old are you?
39.
Okay, so like I'm 10 years older than you, and like I happen to like own the Moira Press, so there are those like power differential elements, which
Mhm.
maybe at times those become annoying or irritating. But I think I haven't really seen this come up much personally. I don't feel any problems with you personally.
No, I don't either. And it's interesting because I know, sorry, transit in Chiron is a 23 Aries. So, like, it's opposing it. So that in my mind, I'm like, there should be something coming up. but there's not. So, but then our natal Chiron is opposing Uranus. So maybe like the more we lean into just being weird and authentic, it kind of remediates itself.
Interesting. Debbie's saying per Ebertine, Mars, Pluto, and Saturn, a person unafraid of hard work, leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit of a particular task, a desire to overcome difficulties and obstacles at all costs. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually like that part of it is like, okay, so we got this show business chart because the sun's in the fifth, trine Jupiter in the first. And it's like, and we have the moon in the first. Like, so it's like, we could say this is a show business chart, but it's like an extremely hard working. And I like taking it that way of like, we could push each other to like keep going and like rise higher. And like, that I really like.
I'm realizing too that we have no so my big three are Leo, Gemini, and Aries, and we have no placements in those, and then we only have one fire placement. Like it just feels very like, oh, this is a very watery, earthy chart.
Yeah. Well, it's air.
Yeah.
It's like airy and earthy too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, too. Libra.
Yeah, so well, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I think we gotta watch transits to it or like notice if it ever comes up and instead of being like, you're horrible, we'll be like, wow, that I think that composite chart is like being triggered right now. Like I do think because we both can see the composite, it gives us a lot in our natal transits too. Like it gives us
Mm-hmm.
a lot of success potential to get through anything with the Mars, Pluto, Saturn because we can always do remedies to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting to think about remedies to it as the other people in the Moira press.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, and I do think if the composite's bothering you, uncomposite a little bit, and like how you looked at Jay Z when you were kind of bothered, go out from the composite and go into the group energy because it's like that is this like they say like the group divides the grief, right? So it's like yeah, maybe if our composite's bothering us, we can like unbond a little bit and like go into the group.
Mm, I like that a lot.
Yeah. When is the next
Wow.
big transit to it? Okay, so Mars in Aquarius. We'll have to watch when Mars gets into Aries and opposes it. We should always look. We should also look at the Sun in Aries opposing it. Um. So,
Pluto is on our midheaven.
oh, that's freaking. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think that that's what initiated us meeting, maybe, too.
Oh,
Is it's
interesting.
like, let's transform via you're going to meet each other out in the world, like in a very public way on a
Okay,
live stream.
and then Uranus is going to trine our Venus. Let's see. Jupiter is going over our North Node. Um. Okay, well,
Hmm.
okay, I think we're gonna have to watch transits to that Mars, Pluto, Saturn, and just take it one step at a time.
Yeah, but again, we've already had a sun season, a Libra sun season together, so I think we got this.
Yeah, I think the rest of our composite is so good that we'll be able to definitely deal with it. Deal with it. Like I think
Hmm.
the Sun, Mercury, trine Jupiter makes light of every single thing in life. It just like laughs through things and like it is super, like it has a lot of faith and positivity. So I think that that's gonna carry us through anyway.
Yeah, I like that. Super positive.
Oh my god,
Oh,
we
we're
didn't
married.
we didn't even look at our synastry.
Oh gosh.
I'm sad about that. Okay.
Oh no. I'll have to virtually hug you.
All right, I'll hug you.
Oh, my wife.
Oh, wifey, you're the bride and I'm the femme. Okay, that's fine.
Aren't I supposed to? Isn't one of us supposed to be the butch?
I don't know.
I do have pants on, so maybe that's me.
Oh my god. Well, I'm excited about our commit. I guess it's a commitment.
Our lifelong commitment.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if your Uranus opposition happens and you have to like take a break, you just let me know.
Was yours bad? We'll have to talk more.
Well, my Uranus is in the sixth house in Scorpio, and I started smoking again. That's what I did,
Mm, okay,
and I
could be
acted like a
worse.
middle-aged teenager the whole time. So there was that. But
Oh, well, I'm starting to use a flashlight to read, so maybe that's mine.
all right, Jenna. Well, I can't wait for the rest of our lives.
Me neither. So excited.
Bye, Debbie. Thank you for being here with us.
Bye, Debbie. You're signing as our witness to our
All right.
marriage.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.